This is probably the most action-packed section of the Ginyu deck. It's got a lot of energy combats in it because they synergize with the Orange Mastery pretty well. Orange Offensive Strike is insanely good. It's just Squadron Hawk. It just goes to get more of itself, and it stacks with all of your auras and your Mastery and level 3 Ginyu to do some massive damage. Orange Stare Down is good for the Mirror. Orange Rage and Enraged Blast are very good if you can't draw a Ginyu's Body Switch. Sometimes getting to level 2 is the most challenging part of the game. Orange Power Point will tutor up some drills. Orange Overpowering Attack will tutor up some allies. Orange Energy Catch and Orange Energy Absorption both stop energy attacks, which is probably the most common type of attack in the format right now, at least from the big decks. So, there you have it. Physicals are a little bit more sparse. We have 3 Orange Searching Maneuver to go get a drill, 3 Orange Uppercut to go get an energy attack. Man, there are a lot of ways to search the deck. Laying it out like this, I didn't really notice it at the time. 3 copies of Devastating Blow, and 3 Orange Refocus and 1 Orange Quick Dodge as far as blocks go. Physical blocks aren't quite as important for this deck, we didn't think, since we have the allies to soak up the physical attacks. There aren't as many physical attacks that have hit triggers, and I don't know, Ginyu's pretty beefy, so we just didn't think that there were that many physical attacks in the format that we needed to stop, so I'm sure we'll get punished at some point for that. As far as events, we have 3 copies of Villainous Energy Sphere, 3 copies of Captain Ginyu's Body Switch, probably one of the most important cards in the deck, 3 copies of Stare Down, another really important card in the deck, 1 copy of Time as a Warrior's Tool, and 2 copies of Battle Pausing, which I have not really played with a whole lot. The idea was that you can dump a drill out of your hand to rebuy some valuable cards mid-combat in case you get entered on. You really don't want to banish an ally, but sometimes your hand is just so bad that you need to. So that was kind of my way to fight drawing drills mid-combat, which is always kind of a miserable feeling when you're playing orange. So we also have a Namek Dragon Ball 2 as our lone Dragon Ball. It's kind of a holdover from when Namekian Piccolo was really busted, so this will probably come up in this match. We used to have a Dragon Ball 4 in the blue deck, but with Orange Ginyu, if you get your Dragon Ball 4 stolen, they can blow up your drills, and then you're in a bad spot. So we cut it down to just Dragon Ball 2. Figured there were enough cards that you can draw mid-combat that do nothing, so we don't want to add another one. I guess this is kind of the glamorous part of the deck. We have Orange Hiding Drill, Orange Aura Drill, Orange Energy Phasing Drill, Orange Burning Aura Drill, and Orange Steady Drill to go get. Orange Energy Phasing Drill is a drill that I wasn't quite sure about, but it seemed really, really good in the mirror matches, so threw it in the deck. A lot of decks are playing multiple copies of Orange Aura Drill. I just don't like the idea of drawing one when I already have one in play. Maybe that's wrong, I don't know, but I just wanted to have enough targets to go get once we play the drill searchers, but not have too many drills that we draw in the middle of combat. Because we already do have the allies, which are probably the most important part of the deck: Raccoon, Jace, Nappa, Birder, and Goldo. They're all really strong, everybody probably already knows, but Nappa definitely changes the way you build the deck. It makes you not want to play setups. You probably noticed that we don't have a Villainous Visage in the deck, or any Visiting the Past. We just didn't like drawing them when we already had a Nappa in play. We had to go get Nappa a lot, especially against the black decks, against the Namekian decks, and Visage and Visiting the Past, they're better with Battle Pausing because you can pitch them if you do draw them after you have Nappa, but drawing a blank, especially in the middle of combat, is a really miserable feeling, and we had to go get Nappa so often that we just never got to use them anyway. Nobody would play into a Visage until we got Nappa anyway. We of course have Captain Ginyu's levels 1, 2, 4, and the Orange Mastery, so that's pretty much it for the Ginyu deck. We'll get down to some games in a minute.